Alrighty, hello everyone. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different from my Emerald Nuzlocke. That's still going on though, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably part 3 up in a couple of days, if not tomorrow. So that should be fine. I'm just going to be playing a little bit of YGOPro. Playing some Blackwings. Quite like the deck, should be quite fun. So yeah. Yeah, let's get this started. See if I get an opponent eventually. And now I'm just forced to fill in the time talking, which is going to be really awkward. But yeah, I've been playing Blackwings a lot recently. Blackwings are a kind of cool deck. Haven't exactly been relevant in about like 5 years or so, but good deck, quite fast. Got a lot of control, and it got some really nice support recently, and they're hopefully going to be getting some more. So yeah, we got our opponent, SpongeBob 456. So yeah, let's get this going. Pretty decent opening hand, I guess. I opened with a Shura, which is always nice. So if I can get over, if I can get over his stuff, that's decent. For now, I think I'm gonna go for normal summoning Kris for Crack of Dawn. Setting a Torrential and setting an Icarus attack. The great thing about Kris is that he can't be destroyed once per turn by a spell and trap effect, so if I flip my Torrential Tribute, then only his monsters will get destroyed, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And then of course I've got Icarus attack set to deal with anything too annoying. Ooh, Morphtronics. This is going to be a lot of fun, because Morphtronics are quite the, they will spam a lot of stuff. But yeah, we'll see what they add. Or special summoning. Oh, when he goes into smartphone. But he has a cell phone instead. You know, he's probably got revival in the form of like junk box and stuff. So I'm not gonna torrential yet until I get into things. But he's just getting all the. Whenever I play Morphtronics, I never get this good those rolls. I always land on like 1s and 3s, and I never draw into like smartphone, which is like, why didn't he go into smartphone? Like, why? Because he ignores the summoning conditions, so you can bring him out. Because Smartphone is a level 1 tuner that allows you to do a lot of shenanigans. I think once he summons something up for the next cell phone, I'm going to Torrential. Because he can only like junk box like once or twice, and I've still got Icarus attack. Yeah, you got tuner, so I'm not letting you put the shenanigans up. And boom. Sweep the field away. But Morphtronics is quite cool. They have a lot of bouncing back ability because they've got a lot of cards that help them revive, and cell phone just does a lot of stuff. I'm going to call 1 here because I don't want to. That was wrong here. The reasoning's really good because they're all pretty much different levels. The one you really want to call is usually 1, but again, he's got. I think I've got rid of all the cell phones, so yeah. I think he can't really do a lot here. I think I've got this handily in the bag because I can get Shura off. Go into a Pinaki, get all my searches. I've got the advantage. I've pretty much won this at this point, unless he draws into some ridiculous stuff, and even then I still have Icarus attack. So yeah, it's turning out to be a pretty one-sided duel, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, Pinaki attacks. Now we can just go into a Synchro play. Let's go up into Synchro up into Armor Master. Honestly, it's not really the best playing him, but I don't know, I like him. I want to keep Shura on board just because he gets more advantage later. Don't know, I haven't used the Allure yet, but again, really, I've pretty much won this at this point. So, well, I hope I have. I might just be being cocky because, again, Morphtronics is a single card they can just get off a lot of advantage. Then I have Icarus set, so there's not really much you can do. I'll probably tribute the Armor Master, and then. See, yeah, there we go. Repair unit. That allows him to just get massive kind of. Allows him to just get it right back, and then if he rolls correctly on this, again, it's a bit of a gamble, but he's been getting good rolls, so he can just get plays going. And the desynchro again is great in Morphtronics because it allows you to special summon the materials of a synchro summon monster. I mean, you get cell phone back, you get to use his ability again, and. Really, the deck is entirely about abusing Morphtronic Cell Phone and the level 1 tuner. But yeah, he's not really drawn very well, and I can just Icarus attack here, and that's going to be game, to be honest. Yeah. And that's pretty much game at this point. He's got an empty field, yeah, and yeah, that's that. Let's see if I can get a bit more of an interesting duel next time. Alright. Alrighty, let's try and go in for another duel. Alright, going pretty quickly this time, so let's hope this is a bit more of a even-sided duel. I'll go second, because you always want to go second in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it gets you more advantage in the end. He's only playing 3, so that could mean he's playing something like maybe Malefic's, maybe something that plays Malefic Stardust Dragon or something. He's playing, yeah, he's playing Chainburn. Oh, great. This is going to be fun. I think he's playing Refburn, actually. So I'm likely, if he opens well, and if he's got like, if he's opened like a bad reaction to Simochi or whatever, yeah, I'm in a bit of trouble overall. But if I can just get through this turn, then I pretty much win. Because without, oh no, he's opened up Simochi, and this is likely to be, if he has 2 gift cards set, I'm gamed here. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be like this, is it? Oh wait, no. Yeah, okay, so I've got one more chance. I've got Icarus attack, so I can actually mess with him if he tries to activate stuff, because if I get rid of Simochi before the chain resolves, then I will gain the life instead, and I'll gain a bit back and be able to stay in the duel a bit. So, for any luck, I can actually get through this, because that was a bit of a annoying opening turn, but still, yeah, we will see. And again, I don't want him to let this go through, so I'm going to have to Icarus attack. Because, again, if I lose him, then I lose Icarus attack, which I don't want to happen. Don't gain any life, sadly, because of reason. Oh no, he's opened up Ruffacule. Now, if that is a gift card or anything that deals damage, I've lost. So, yeah, it was fun. This is like a great second duel, and yeah, it's probably going to be something to murder me with. So let's go into Blizzard and watch as he gets something that will deal enough damage to game me. See if I'm just going to go into Horus here because watch as he change like a gift card or whatever. I just set this because I don't want to attack in fear of that being a magic cylinder. Now that Ref's effect is negated, I'm not fearing too much. But yeah, I want to get Delta Crow off because then if those happen to be really annoying, like magic cylinders or whatever, I can force their activation or otherwise. But yeah, I know I draw an MST, so if he draws into a bad reaction, if he tries to bad reaction me, then that's his fault. And boom, anti-reverse. Now what are you going to chain? Let's see what, yeah, bad reaction and dimensional. Well, yeah, it would have been a bad idea to attack that. Very bad. But yeah, now that he's got nothing, he doesn't really top deck well, to be honest. Unless he draws into like a magic cylinder or something, but then I have MST, so I have control of this again. Again, not the most exciting of duels, but yeah. Overall, I've got control here. Yeah, he can't exactly do much because now he's top decking it. Again, as you saw in a previous duel, it's all about advantage, so once I've gained advantage over him, he can't do much, because his deck can't really combo off of one card very well. Not at all. I mean, I can't especially well either, but yeah, he especially can't, because, you see, that's the card I was worrying about, Magic Cylinder, because if I had attacked into his Refcule and he had Magic Cylinder, that would have been a game for me. So now, I think I'm going to see if I can conserve it until I can draw into like a Gale or a Pinaki or something, and then finish him off with burn damage. Depends on what he sets, because I don't want to run into whatever there. Again, I don't really feel I want to. Let's go into a 4 Strix, because this should be a bit of safe damage here. Because I can attack directly with 4 Strix and hope that it's not a magic cylinder, because that won't game me if I attack. So it depends on what that is. And if he wants to survive and it's a magic cylinder, he's going to have to activate it. But yeah. So yeah, burn players can be quite dangerous, but yeah, again, magic cylinder, you just got to be able to, again, if they don't open well, if they don't open well enough to game you, then you can get rid of them quite quickly. Okay, so let's go back in to find another duel. Again, hope it's going to be a bit longer and a bit more back and forth this time, but yeah. Let's get going. Yeah. Okay. Now we get going again. Let's see what the opponent does. And see when they turn up. See if my chicken wing can actually get a decent fight for once. I mean, I had a really nice duel against some Raid Raptors earlier, which is like the new generation kind of equivalent to Blackwings, and that was really nice, really good back and forth with me just kind of clinching it with a really nice kind of boosted attack. That was really great because it's kind of like a rivalry battle, and it was really kind of cool. I don't know. Let's see. Any fan? Doobadoo. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is Monarchs because he doesn't have an extra deck, and like I say, Monarch players often don't play without extra decks. Often don't play with extra decks because, well, they just don't need to. I think I'll go into a Pinaki here. And, I should have activated Black Whirlwind first. That was dumb of me. I'm just going to leave him there and hope I can Kalut with whoever does it because I don't want to do. I should have Black Whirlwinded because you always. Okay, no, this is a noob. This is a noob, and we're not gonna do this because this is kind of triple shot of greed. Wow, that's an interesting opening hand. Meaning if I, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I may have misplayed majorly there, but yeah, now I can pretty much murder him because he has put all his cards on the table. Shard of Greed isn't especially good because if you destroy it before it does anything, then you've kind of just wasted your turn. So yeah, use Black Whirlwind to search. Let's add to my hand a Gale, because then I can go into a Raikiri and pop 2, so I'll pop his 2 back row, and then I'll just pop the rest of his stuff for next turn. Because that's really easy to do. Yeah. Let's see how quickly it takes this guy to Rage Quit. And die, and you die. So yeah. Good luck with that. And he's playing Burn again. Oh. Is he playing Arrow Mages? Let's see what he had face down. Yeah, this is a fairly newbie player of sorts. Just attack into him for now. Doom, and jab him. I'm pretty much sorted, to be honest, because again, that's really not especially great at giving you an advantage. I'll just go into the yugioh, because then I can go into a Synchro next turn. With Raikiri, recover Raikiri, start popping stuff. Yeah, I can go into my Blizzard of Far North play, which is always a great one to do. Which goes into Nofung, into a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, he's lost at this point. He can't do anything. I don't really need Pinaki at this point, so yeah, he's realised that he's lost. Nothing he can do, really. Again, opening up triple Shard of Greed isn't great, but that's the problem if you play Shard of Greed. It doesn't allow you to get anything immediately, so it's dead for 2 turns. But yeah, not especially a great card. Okay, let's try this again. We've got a fairly decent rating, so I think the problem with Blackwings is if they get advantage, they can kill people quite quickly. So yeah, okay. Who started? Okay, he started. Not the best opening hand, if I'm going to be honest. I can set Steam. Oh, another Frightful player. If he's opened up with Wing, I'm gonna lose. Well, I might lose. Oh no, he opened up Rogue. Toy Vendor plus Wing gives you so much advantage. And I don't really... Because Wing will allow you to destroy Toy Vendor, it will allow you to do so much stuff. Yeah, I'm going to wait until he tries to do things. For now, let's just summon Steam and Cloak. And attack. I can block his players with vanities anyway. I have MSD. I have Kalut. So yeah, I could probably block him off quite easily from doing anything. So we will see. Okay. He needs a second. He does need a second Frightful to. Ooh, and he discards Chain. Okay. He draws into Fluffal Wing. Ouch! And now he can special summon a monster from his hand, which will be dangerous. Yeah. So now he can set up a wing again for plays, and he's choosing not to summon. I'm guessing he doesn't really have any of the Fluffal monsters in his hand, but he does have Frightful Fusion, so I'm going to have to Vanities that when he uses it, because we'll get rid of the stuff in his graveyard. He won't have material to use for wing, and everything will be fine and dandy. I hope. I mean, I can just beat face with Steam the Cloak, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, it all really depends on what he does. So let's see. Yeah, King of Swamp. So he's going to go for a polymerization play. He's got his great bit set up with King of the Swamp for Throat for Fusion. Vanities is such a great card, though. I mean, it's rightfully limited. Honestly, it probably should be banned. It's such a powerful floodgate. It's just flat out stops your opponent from doing anything, and decks can just abuse it to no end. Like, seriously. Dark Fusion, interesting. So that means he's got Polymerization, Fluffal Wing, Frightful Fusion in his hand. That's 3 of his cards. I mean, he probably has an Edge Imp in his hand, so let's Vanities that. Because if that's the case, then he can't really do much. And Dark Fusion would be very problematic if he goes into something like Tiger, because then I can't even target it with a Fiendish Chain. I mean, he'll completely wreck my field, which I don't want to let happen. Because if that happens, then he gets his OTK off really safely. He gets to go into the... he goes into the... Fluffal Tiger to clear my field, then he'll go and throw out the fusion to Fluffal Wolf and pretty much just OTK me. So yeah, I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to poke for more damage with Blizzard. Because as of now, he can't exactly do a lot. And you will try to use Fluffal Wing. I kind of wanted to set the anti-reverse for it, but really, again, if I MST though, then he gets his stuff off, so I can't really MST Fluffal Wing. I'm going to have to wait until he actually tries to attack to get some advantage off, because then I can Kalut him, I can go into some damage, hopefully I'll draw into a Shura or a Bora, or whatever really, but now he can kind of just grind for a lot of advantage here. He can't special summon, which is good, but again, Fluffal Wing will allow you to get a ton of advantage off it. It allows you to go, I think, plus 3 maybe? Wait. You draw twice, you get Fluffal, so it goes +2, basically. You get +2, you destroy Toy Vendor, yeah, and Toy Vendor adds you a card. So yeah, it's pretty insane. So look at all the advantage he's got now, and I've kind of overextended, so this could be a bit problematic. It probably will be quite problematic, because as soon as he gets rid of Vanities, then he'll just go nuts with his stuff. Though now I do have Fiendish Chain set, so I have Fiendish Chain set, so whatever he does, I can just kind of stop him. Because again, Fluffal Dog, he's going to try and attack over my monsters to try and get rid of Vanities. I'll let him get that through, because I want to save Fiendish Chain for when he tries to clear my board. But you see, he can now discard Fluffal Bear and add back Toy Vendor. So this is going to just snowball into a ton of advantage for him. And I really wanted to set that anti-reverse, because I could have destroyed that. But yeah, he's going to try and attack, so I'm going to have to drop a Kalut, because again, I really don't want him getting past Vanities, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to hope I draw into a monster that I can summon a Synchro with, or into another Kalut, and then try and game him next turn, hopefully. But yeah, no, he's got so much advantage. It's basically, I lose Vanities, and I don't OTK next turn, I lose. And that's how it is. So basically, next turn is probably my last turn, because he can then get over everything. He has more than enough Fluffals now to wreck my field. He has Fluffal Mouse, meaning he can summon it. Ooh, he didn't want to draw into the second one though, but he has Sabers, so he can stack it back. But again, he really... Again, it depends on what he does. And depends on what I draw next. Another Fiendish wasn't exactly optimal, so I'm not going to get rid of his stuff for now. I'm just going to poke. Again, hope I draw into something. see how it goes. He's going to try and attack into my stuff, which I don't want to let happen, so I'm going to Fiendish Chain his Edgem Sabers. See if he has an MSD, a single MSD when I lose. That's basically how the entire thing goes, but I do have Fiendish Chain. My back row is securing me, so I can safely go. I'm not sure if he's going to... yeah, Vanities really messes with Fluffals because they don't have a lot of beat sticks. If I'd summoned, say, a Kris and opened with Vanities, he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Like, nothing at all. I mean, you can pray for MSD, but that's about the one thing you can do, really. Again, if I draw into a monster here, then I win. And I've won. So, just summon Gale. And attack the game. And I'll watch as he has Mirror Force or something like that. Yeah, Assault. Yeah, that's just the problem with playing a deck that gets... like, again, if you get so badly floodgated by Vanities, and it's such a common floodgate, like every deck should... well, near every deck plays it, so you really need to stop. You really need to play some outs to it. I mean, if you didn't draw into it with half your deck, then, again, it's, yeah, difficult. Okay, so that's Vanities the game. Yeah, alright. Okay, let's see what happens here. Interesting hand, could be better. I think I'll normal summon the Zephryros. Set my back row because I have Fiendish Chain in case you. It's Monarchs. This time I'm pretty sure it's Monarchs. Again, if you're going again up against an empty extra deck, then there's a good chance it's Monarchs. I lose a Book of Moon, which I didn't really want to lose. But yeah, we will see. Yeah, Monarchs. Very difficult to play against at points. He's probably got the idea, so I'm going to Fiendish it because you do not want to let him get the engine going. Once he starts getting his tribute engine going, you're at a major disadvantage because then you just can't. They can just loop their idea, loop their stuff, return their stuff from a Vanish Coil. It's insane. I think I'm going to normal summon Blizzard, special summon Bora. Then what we can do is we can sync her up for an Elfine. Deal 800 to him, lose that. Now we can add back Zephryros. Then it's Fiendish Chain. Special summon back, because Zephryros is fantastic for doing that. And yeah, Rage Quit immediately, because I can Fiendish whatever. That's a major problem of the new Monarchs. Again, if you interrupt the tribute engine, then they can't do a lot. That's the main thing. I mean, they can still use like Monarch Stormfall for anything and everything, but if they don't open up well enough and you interrupt the tribute engine, then they can't do anything. Just keep on going. And now I've looped Fiendish Chain. He can't. He probably had like another idea or Eidos or whatever, so I could just stop his plays, and yeah, that's gonna be mainly game. Alrighty then. Yeah, let's get going again. Just trash that Monarch player. And let's go again. Like, I had a really good duel before I started recording, but now it's just me trashing people, which is, I mean, good for self-esteem and everything, I guess, but again, you don't really want to do that much. This is a nice opening hand. Icarus with Zephryros, Black Sonic. What's he playing? Blue Eyes, interesting. Generic Dragon deck. Okay. That's fine. That does stop my stuff, but let's go for that. Let's go for the Allure. Yeah, let's go for that. MST is back row, so my synchro play goes through. Don't know what it is. It's safe zone. Okay. Yeah, that would have been annoying. Okay. Sure. I think he rage quitted the Blackwings. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, this time we're gonna get somewhere. This time something's gonna happen, and yeah, okay. Space Extragoon, please do not disappoint me. I expect great things of you, Extragoon. This is all gonna end up in me inevitably getting trashed by about several duelists in a row. What a background. I think this might be Cyframes. Cyframes just got released for quite an interesting archetype. Like, they play fieldless. So basically they respond entirely to the opponent's plays, which is annoying, but that's how it works. Like, they just kind of completely play off the opponent. And haven't opened up hugely well, but let's just go into a Gladius, see what they summon. Okay. Let's poke with Gladius, because I've got Black Sonic, I've got Icarus Attack. So yeah. Metal Reflect Slime, interesting. This might be trap monsters, so fair enough. Set a couple of cards because MSD will look great against that kind of stuff. Yeah. No, I was actually expecting it to be Cyframe, because again, they got released recently. And they have a pretty decent Monarch matchup, to be honest, from what I've seen. So overall, yeah, this is it's Burgesstoma. Yeah, the new Korean archetype that focuses entirely on using trap monsters to summon themselves from a grave and use rank 2s. Pretty interesting, but again, they have very limited plays they can do, and I'm not gonna let him get the advantage off of that. So I'm just gonna Icarus attack him here. Get rid of his face down, because I don't want him to get the advantage of it, because they generate a lot of advantage purely off colored core. And they're going Reckless. Fair enough. Now, unless they draw into another Reckless, they block themselves off for 2 turns. But again, I think, like in a lot of Burgesstoma variants I was seeing, there's a lot of kind of like the chain burn engine in terms of drawing. And I really want to be careful with MSDing here, because if I MSD the wrong card, then they'll just have fodder in the grave to summon again, because they summon entirely off the grave. Luckily though, I've got the Shura. Sadly, I don't get his effect from destroying this. It stops being treated as a monster when it hits the grave, and it needs to be a monster all the way through to get the search off. But I could still beat up the Metal Reflect Slime with Gale. I mean, I could have done with Kalut, but you really want to conserve your Kalut in the hand for most of the time. They do have one that harms the attack though, so that's going to be a bit problematic. But let's see what he does. Because if he does one that harms the attack, I will probably have to wait and see. I don't know. Yeah, he's not doing anything there, so let's go for Gale. Apart from a boss, I don't think I can really get over Armor Master, so I'll probably go for a safe Armor Master. In fact, no, he's more likely to attack into Gale, so I'm just going to end it there, because I don't really need to make any plays at this point. Just need to see what he does, because they don't have that many plays they can do on their turn, unless they've already set up, which he absolutely hasn't. I mean, for mirror matches, this is fantastic, because it's all about who has turn priority, so you can interrupt the plays, because Burgesstoma monsters are all about special summoning themselves when a trap is activated from a grave. As you'll see here, he's going to go, oh, he blind hits that one, so basically, yeah, when a trap card's activated while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card as a normal monster, and I don't know why he changed Pakaya. See, if he'd waited to do that, then he could have just changed stuff, but now he's going to be left high and dry. He's going to set all this stuff up, but he can't let just blind hit that one, because at the rate of stuff that's already in a graveyard, it doesn't matter if I hit one. So he's playing a kind of trap monster variant, and I can just snowball into a ton of advantage here, because I've got Black Whirlwind, which just allows me to make so many plays. Yeah. Unless, of course, yeah, he probably has another one, but I think he sent both. Yeah, again, you'd probably want to keep that against Blackwings, because, again, you don't want him to get the Shura off, you don't want him to get all the plays off, so let's just go for that. Activate Black Whirlwind. I want to get like a max number of stuff on board so I can go for Raikiri and blow everything up. Blow up as much as I can. So let's go for Raikiri. Assault Storm. Sudden Shower. Okay, yeah. I mean, I can't do much damage here, so I probably should have kept that in defense mode, but because he used 1 day of peace, it means nobody takes damage. Gravity Bind, interesting. Interesting choice. Now he's going to try and chain some stuff. He's probably going to chain all the stuff, and I'm going to be left high and dry. Yeah, because very, really good at Accumulated Fortune. That's why the Chain Draw engine is used. Because Accumulated Fortune, you can only activate it as Chain Link 4 and higher, but these build up Chain Links like crazy. What did I send? A Bikaya. Oh, that's really good. I killed it before you could use that, because that will just snowball into more advantage. But yeah, I can just kind of beat over these ones, though, because you don't want them to keep the advantage up. I can't like attack with Raikiri, but that's for another day, really. I'll wait until he attacks into it, but yeah, I can now use that. Add Blizzard far north, so I can go into No Fung, because No Fung's great in Blackwings, because he allows extra normal summon once you have Black Whirlwind. Yeah, and if I keep my Assault for a Black Sun Shower, ooh, the Calculator, interesting. But it's only monsters you control, so it's honestly kind of useless. I mean, again, it's a level 2. I'm just gonna Kalut you so you don't have any plays. He's probably going to follow that up into a Gachi or something. And now I will just summon Blizzard and I will blow up everything. I mean, they're an interesting archetype, but I don't think running stuff like the Calculator or the Trap Monsters really helps it that much as it goes. Yeah, now I'm just going to summon something of that, get Black Whirlwind. Massive advantage, really. Massive advantage this, because it's, yeah, just... Yeah, absolutely massive advantage off of this, because, yeah, there's really nothing he can do at this point. He's going to chain everything. Yeah, chain that. Get that off. But again, that still means you've got monsters summoned, and... Ah, he's going to go and try and get rid of Raikiri. You see, that was a really bad move, because Pikaia banishes itself when it leaves the field, not when it's sent to the graveyard. So now he's going to have a really bad time, because that will just get banished, and that will just go at a massive minus. I know he's going to try and summon some stuff off of it, but he should have gone for Raikiri, because then he would at least stop me popping his stuff, and really that's just a bad idea, in general. And now I can just go for whatever I want, and... Really, he's left high and dry at this point. He's kind of made a major misplay there. I can just go for Raikiri, blow up absolutely everything. He's lost all of his options, really, and yeah. Oh, you're right, they're unaffected by monster effects. Fair enough. I'll just deal damage with this stuff, and... Yeah, these are all quite cool, actually, because none of them are affected by monster effects, even the boss monster, which is an Exceed monster. That's kind of insane if you get it out. But yeah, I'll just go into Yugioh, because Yugioh is fantastic, because he just allows you to make some great synchro plays. But yeah, just revive, no fun, and now I will pretty much just attack and attack and attack, and it should be fine. Like, he'll be close to game at least, and he's reckless, so he can't do anything. Yeah, really, preemptively using that stuff was a mistake, and if I wanted to, I could have interrupted his plays really easily, because MSD means you can block their trap card activation. Well, you can activate immediately in response to a trap card, blocking their stuff from summoning themselves. Which makes a mirror match really easy, because you can, really interesting, because it's all about who gets these in the grave first, and you can activate them to block trap cards that activate on the field. So basically, when they activate a trap card, you activate that, it special summons itself, they can't special summon the stuff in their graveyard. It's really quite interesting, and it's a deck I'll be really interested to see more of, to be honest. I think I'm just going to call it here. Didn't get that many great duels, but I'll probably try and get some more in the future, maybe record some good stuff. If I get a good replay, I'll probably kind of do that, do some commentary. Yeah, so I'll probably do this. I'll continue like the randomized emerald stuff next time. yeah, I'll see if I can do any other decks. If you've got any requests for decks or whatever, just leave it in a comment and I'll see if I can make something, because I'm always open to that kind of stuff. But yeah, that was it basically. So yeah, Shatterpattern signing out.